We continue the grind to release all my X-Men movie reviews out before the New Mutants is released, and today we have X-Men Days of Future Past. The X-Men send Wolverine to the past in a desperate effort to change the course of history and prevent an event which results in doom for both humans and mutants. So first of all, these are the biggest stakes we've had in an X-Men movie thus far, and huge stakes can make for a great story or it can make for an abomination, but in this, the story is very good and those huge stakes create some powerful moments. Those powerful moments being mainly between Eric and Charles, who are played by, of course, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. Also, cast of the beloved X-Men First Class, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender also appear in this movie. Also from First Class, it has a return of Hank and Raven, who just have some amazing performances, which is great to see. They have big parts in this as well. Just all around, the performances from everyone were really great. I really loved seeing the OG, the original X-Men cast mix in with the new cast from X-Men First Class. And in general, I just love how this movie corrects all the wrongs from previous failures. We see a broken side of Charles, but then we also see like the best version of him, as we see two very different actors portraying the character, and that makes some very powerful stuff amongst this movie. Right off the bat, we just see some very dark stuff in the beginning, some of the darkest stuff we've seen in this franchise. Keeping in mind this still is a PG-13 X-Men movie, that pretty much just sets the tone, sets the stakes for this movie, and it didn't look back after that. Just in general, this movie mixes a very good, constantly moving story with some great humor, some of the best, like I said, we've seen in this franchise thus far. Also introduces a new character who they don't saturate too much. They have him in for a bit. When he's not needed, he's not in it, which I thought was very great. And that character, of course, is Quicksilver, who brings some great energy, weirdness, and of course, a great scene. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Although this movie isn't heavy on action, the story itself allows that to be okay. Even without a lot of action, the story, the film in general is just enjoyed so much. And we get to see Wolverine back to some of his best, no thanks to Hugh Jackman's great acting. And despite we don't see him tearing people up much, he still drove home a powerful performance. Now, I couldn't really find anything too wrong with this, but one thing I was a bit confused about, Kitty Pryde, she makes a return, Ellen Page. She was in X-Men The Last Stand. She was one of the better things about that movie. And as we could see, she can run through solid objects, like walls for example. But her powers used in this movie, I didn't know she had them. But obviously that could be comic book accurate, but I just didn't know. It caught me by surprise. I kept looking at it like, is that actually Kitty Pryde? And it is. But I didn't know she was able to send people back in time. Those were my thoughts on X-Men Days of Future Past. One of the best X-Men movies. For me, it's the best one thus far, with some of the best acting we have seen in this whole franchise. But for me, definitely some of the most powerful stuff as well. X-Men Days of Future Past gets an 8 out of 10 from me, and it's really worth a watch. This is some of the best X-Men we've seen on screen, and as I said, it has some very, very good performances, especially from the newcomers from X-Men First Class. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of X-Men Days of Future Past and where would it rank in terms of the best X-Men movies. I'd really appreciate your support, a like and subscription, as I am pushing out a lot of content this month, so just any little thing will keep me motivated to make more content. Yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.